Hey everyone, Colin with Washing Me Solar here, back again with another video. Today I'm going to be pretty much just going over the full process of what a pest exclusion is, as well as just explaining the step-by-steps that we go through in this video. If you have any, questions or concerns when it comes to the process or anything that you really see in this video that I don't really cover, you can leave that in the comments down below. Obviously, if you guys are enjoying the content that we are putting out here on YouTube and other social medias, love for you to drop a follow, subscribe. That'd be super helpful for us, obviously grow. We're a small business and we're trying to educate people on the importance of solar maintenance and what people deal with out here on the west side of Utah. So enjoy the video. The beginning of this video, you can see my buddy Elias. He's one of my coworkers. He is scooping out the gutters. This gutter right here is in the array that was the worst when it came to cleanup. The birds definitely liked nesting underneath these panels. Most of the bird activity was underneath this array right here. So he's clearing out all the gutters, scooping it all out, making sure that all the feces and debris that's inside there, he's making sure that's not going to clog the downspout. Over here is where the downspout is, so he's going to make sure to get all the remnants inside the gutter, scoop it into a trash bag, and then it's pretty much done with the gutter. And then we can freely spray out from underneath the panels once he's done with that. This part is the second gutter up above. This one wasn't as bad. Definitely a little bit of a cleanup, but you can see the gutter's completely clean. There's still some cleanup down below underneath the panels, and then that's that top one right there. You just see some scattered pigeon droppings just underneath that top array. The bottom array on this job didn't have that much, so you probably won't see as much cleanup on that bottom one. Yep. So you can see that they're obviously there. You can see all the pigeon droppings and roof lines. This isn't the worst job that we've ever seen, but this is just an example of pretty much everything that we do. So right here you can see me pressure washing. I'm pretty much getting everything out, off of the actual shingles themselves. The goal of this is to obviously not tear apart shingles. So you don't really see me hitting one specific spot for very too long, or else I'm just gonna start ripping some shingles off, so I gotta be pretty careful. I just switched the tip of the pressure washer to a red tip so I can actually spray everything out. So that's what I'm doing right there, is I have just the pressure washer pretty much aimed down below the array. I'm spraying everything off. Now I'm clearing out that gutter from all the droppings that fell inside. Now to work on the second array. Getting as much of those droppings off the roof, and then pressure washing everything down. All this will collect into that gutter that was scooped out by Elias. But with everything that's collected in that gutter, it won't be as bad, obviously, because we sprayed everything off. We scooped everything out of that gutter. And then, so pretty much everything that we have to clean out is just everything that was underneath, which wasn't really that much. So, and after we're done pretty much clearing out all the gutters from on top of the roof, we then move to down below the ground, pressure washing everything that I possibly can, get all the feces out in a way. This job didn't really, we scooped everything out of the gutter. There weren't that much droppings underneath the panels, so we didn't have to, trash bag a lot of feces or anything like that. Everything was pretty condensed when it came to, spraying it out, flowing it down the downspout, and then scooping everything out the downspout. And then after we're done doing the pressure washing, we then start installing the guard so that the birds don't go back underneath and ruin everything that we just did. Because they do not care. They think they live there rent-free without any issues, and that's not the case. Not anymore. But you can see right here, Elias is clipping around each and every one of those brackets that the solar panels are resting on top of. Mostly those brackets stick out. So we're doing a custom fit on this for this person, making sure everything's nice and tidy, putting in each J-hook about, foot and a half apart from each other. It's just about done on this array. You can already see on the right side he's already done the other array, so he's pretty much just repeating everything on every single solar array that he's doing. And there's the finished product. This is before the solar panel cleaning, so we do clean off the solar panels after we're done, but that is the guard that's attached around the panels. That keeps the birds out, keeps the birds from nesting underneath the panels. Yeah, so that's pretty much the end of that pest exclusion. The customer was super happy afterwards. We did rake out some of the stuff down below in the grassy areas, but other than that, everything was pretty straightforward. That job, again, wasn't the worst job I've ever seen. Pretty light cleanup when it came to, average job that we usually see every day. So the customer did a good job, noticed an issue and contacted us, and we were happy to, get that work done for him. So if you guys have any questions, or you are dealing with a bird issue yourself, feel free to drop a comment down below. If you want to, listen to more, watch more videos, we are going to be posting more videos on this YouTube channel just to educate people, show people what we do. So make sure to subscribe, and we will see you next time. See ya.